She has a big heart, big wings, and a big commitment to restoring the magic to communities. Welcome to the Ferry Godmother Radio Show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Ferry Godmother Radio Show. I'm Aquanetta, your Ferry Godmother, and I'm so delighted to be here for yet another wonderful show. This has been a very exciting time for me. I've spent the last year working on a project that is going to be simply amazing. I want to say that it's probably going to be one of the biggest things to hit the Hudson Valley. Quite frankly, as far as I can remember or things that I've researched, there's actually never been anything quite like it ever planned for this area. So I'm so excited that Storm King Art Center, which, as you know, is a 500-acre piece of land that is an amazing sculpture, I want to say facility. It's outdoors, some of the largest sculptures probably far and wide. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing place. And so to be able to partner with them to create this incredible concert, day of concert actually, is just so exciting. So the event is actually going to be on June 11th. It's Saturday, June 11th, from 12 to 4. You will have 6 bands playing simultaneously all day, and then we will have the grand finale at the end of the day from 4 to 6. We do have a rain date. I know I've never mentioned it before, but we do have a rain date, which would be the following day, that Sunday. But we are hoping to be able to stick on schedule, and because I know a lot of people are, really excited about this, and will look to plan around this great event. So we're just really hoping and praying for some great weather. And I was told that checking a number of almanacs that the weather is pretty much pointed to be nice and clear. So I'm really, really happy about that. And I hope the almanacs are right. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, I just want to just kind of get to the show and talk about my guest. This gentleman has worked with us on a number of productions with his band. They've come out and performed for us, whether it was in the Newburgh Jazz Series. Actually, no. I think it was the Orange County Pop Rock and Doo-Wop Series. And then we did the the Newburgh Jazz Go Round. I think I got a lot of concerts going on. So it was the concerts that was in the city of Newburgh that we literally took him into a community and played right in the middle of a community, and it was just a great thing. I remember watching the people just open their doors and come out and step out on their porches in amazement to hear this incredible swing music that was happening. So without further ado, I'm going to just introduce I'm going to say the founder and the band leader for sure for the Crazy Feet is it Crazy Feet Pete Band or just Crazy Feet Band? Hello, Pete.
Well,
Say hi to everybody.
I like to call it Crazy Feet. Some people call it Crazy Feet Pete, Crazy Feet Pete Band, but, all these work. We'll answer to all these names, but Crazy Feet is actually the name I prefer.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to try to stick to what you prefer because you are the band leader. Is that correct?
That is correct. I am the band leader.
Okay. All right. Good. So like I said, you've played with us a number of times over the years. At some later date, I'd love to even try to remember how we connected. I'm sure that there's probably a story in there somewhere. But you have, pretty much become a part of what I call, my Ferry Godmother inner circle, because you came to my rescue last year when we needed some support in terms of sound. And you pretty much rescued us there. And so for that, of course, I will always be grateful. In addition to the fact that you are, you're a great musician too. So, just all around, just a good guy. So just thank you so much for being a part of our inner circle.
Well, I want to send that right back at you. It was an honor to be able to play for you in the 2 or 3 places that we played. I remember the Thomas Bull Arboretum the best because it was such a lovely summer day. The sun was out and the sunset was glorious, and the lawn chairs were full of happy people that day. I had a really good time playing for you there. That was a great series of concerts that you put on there.
Yeah, we were pretty excited about it. I mean, the Arboretum it's a jewel. It's almost like a hidden jewel in Orange County. You wouldn't believe the number of people who have not actually been to that part of the Thomas Bull Memorial Park. And so that was one of the motivations when the county exec, said, bring it to the county, and he was very excited about having me have those concerts there because, they want to let we want everybody, but we particularly want the taxpayers, the people who are residents of the county, to be able to know that they have such an incredible place that is open, that's available, and it's just simply beautiful. So
it really is lovely.
It just isn't. Yeah, it really is a lovely place. So, but enough of that. So tell us a little bit about your band. Now, you will be at the swing stage, right?
That's right, and I'm very much looking forward to it. My band is a 6-piece swing dance band, and I would like to focus on the swing dance part of it. We play mainly for dancers. Of course, we play concerts too, and we play, Sunday brunches in various guises. But the main focus of the band is to play for swing dancers. And the reason I did that is just it's so much fun to play for dancers. You get this energy coming back at you from the dance floor, from all these people. Sometimes hundreds of people doing this swing dance. People used to do this dance by the thousands back in the 40s and 50s in Manhattan, the Savoy Ballroom and other places, to bands like Benny Goodman and Count Basie. And there's still a subset, a subculture, I guess I'll call it, of people near here, probably throughout the country, but for sure near here, that still do this swing dance, also known as Lindy Hop. And some people are just crazy for it. They'll drive from here to Boston for a good swing dance band. It's crazy. But it's such a healthy addiction.
Well,
I encourage everybody to try it, everybody that can.
Well, one of the things that's going on, I know, in the city of Newburgh anyway, I've been hearing over the last, I would say, definitely year or so, that there's a couple of organizations or groups, however you would call it, that actually come together on a pretty consistent basis to learn and just to enjoy, swing dancing, and they actually meet at different venues around the city of Newburgh. So it's interesting because it's almost like swing is on an upswing again.
Yeah, I think you're right. It seems like just maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, when Big Bad Voodoo Daddies had that hit on the radio, swing dance was wildly popular for a little while. Well, maybe wildly is a little bit of an overstatement, but it definitely had a time when interest crested about 8 or 10 years ago, and then it seemed to maybe level off a little bit, and maybe it is on the upswing a little bit now. I still go to dances as a dancer, and I still, of course, I try to play as many dances as I can. As a matter of fact, I played in Albany a couple weekends ago. First time I'd ever played the dance in Albany, and it was really a nice dance, and young people were there, which is going to be the lifeblood of this activity. If the only people that are coming are my age, it's going to die out. But I was very, very glad to see that there were pretty much a room full of younger people there to help make this activity, move forward into the future.
Which is just great, and you're absolutely right. And that doesn't go obviously for just this genre, but all genres, because we know that it's secular, that they go through these ups and downs, these highs and these lows. But quite frankly, there are some styles of music that sort of like go and they keep going, and you don't hear from them anymore, which is sad because music is a great thing no matter what it is.
I agree. Yep, that certainly happens.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. No, it absolutely does. So tell us a little bit. Tell us about the band. Who's in the band? What's the instrumentation? That kind of good stuff.
All right, I'd love to. It's a bit of an unusual band, I think, in the way that I put together the members. When most people think of a band, they think of 4, 5, 6 people that come together on a regular basis to rehearse new material, to get gigs, to talk about how they're going to maybe change some instrumentation, et cetera, et cetera. But in most people's minds, it's the same 5 or 6 people that come together to work on that, week after week, month after month. My band is a little different.
Right.
My band the way I run the band lets me field a call from you or anybody else that wants to hire me today. And they can say, Pete, I need a band for this date in June. Are you available? All I need to do is look in my calendar. If I'm available, I say yes right away. And when I hang up, I start calling all the musicians I know. I call the best ones first and see if they're available. And I have a whole list of players. So while there's a consistent stable of players that I use, it's not the same people every time, gig after gig. And I think that has a bunch of advantages. The first is what I already said. I can accept a gig, right away, that day. Another is different people will give me different ideas about what songs to do or how to treat a song. Different people will have different ideas, suggestions about how to improve my sound, how to improve my sound system, how to improve my guitar tone. I mean, there's just so many advantages to work with many different people. And it's one of the things I really love about this band is that I get to work with so many really excellent musicians. But I would like to say that there are a couple that I hire regularly. One is named Chris Brelix. He's a saxophone player. He's the director of the music department at Dutchess Community College, an awfully nice guy, and a player at the top of his game. I just love playing with this guy. He has a great solo ability, and he can read my charts. He can read fly specs, as they say. That's what musicians say when they want to compliment someone's reading ability. And another guy that I really need...
No, go ahead.
Another guy that I really need to mention is the piano player. Actually, when I say that I hire all different people all the time, the piano player is the one exception. I haven't done that many gigs lately without John Scanlon on piano. And again, I count myself very lucky to have had the opportunity to play so many gigs with John. He's not only an excellent piano player, he's got a great sense of humor. I will sometimes address him as the band proctologist, and he just kind of smiles at me and puts up with it. It always gets a laugh from the crowd.
Yeah. I can imagine. So, what? The one thing I didn't ask is how long have you been playing, and how long has the band actually been together?
Well, the band has been together about 6.5, 7 years. I started it before I retired from IBM, and once I retired about 3 years ago, I had a lot more time to put into it. And this year, I'm probably going to do more gigs this year than I did in the first 2 combined. So, it's building. I feel like I'm getting some momentum. After 6 years of hustling around town looking for work, people are starting to call me, which is very gratifying.
Well, I bet that it is. I'm sure that it is, as a matter of fact. But the thing is that once your name starts to get out there and people start to hear you, I'm not surprised that you aren't getting more calls.
Oh, thank you, Aquanetta.
So, I mean, and you guys are great. You guys are a great group, and it's really a fun and exciting kind of show. It's not just a sort of sit and pat your foot, which you can do that as well. But I think a lot of it um, really just kind of comes off as like really fun, exciting. Let's have a good time, stand up, jump around, get the blood going. And for some of us who may be a little bit older, I know I remember hearing the music from my mom playing it. Um, and so it really is a fun time. It really is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually I'm gonna put your information on my page. We're gonna create a page on my site that's specifically geared for this event, which again will be June 11th. And what's interesting, the other thing about this event is that Storm King is actually not charging anything extra for what we're doing. Although we have, so much free music going on that whole day, there's no addition in their admission price. As a matter of fact, they have actually created a discounted price. I believe their admission price is about $15, and if you purchase your tickets between now and June 6th, I think the ticket is actually $10.
Wow.
So, yeah. So they are really an incredible group of people. They're very art and music focused, just really artsy folks, very into the arts. And so whatever they can do to really make this into a great event, they are going over the top to really do it. So, I'm so excited that you're a part of our flagship event.
Well, me too. I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm so looking forward to this concert and playing outside for what's hopefully going to be a big group of people.
Yeah, this is the only thing, and I have to be realistic. We are, just so you'll know, this is 500 acres. If you've never been to Storm King before, you got to know the place is massive. So, are we going to cover every inch? It would probably take a couple of 100,000 people. And I'll tell you, I think I would like pass out or lose my mind if that was the case. I do expect, a really good showing, but I do not expect for it to be, packed jam tight. It would be a little difficult to monitor that and manage that on 500 acres. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it would be. But I think the way you've arranged it is perfect. You've got the band separated by enough space so that they won't get in each other's way, but they're close enough so people can, pretty much tell by their ears which way to walk if they want to get to another venue. And there's plenty of room. I mean, if the space between my stage and the closest band is filled with people, man, that's going to be a big crowd, really big.
Yeah, that's going to be a really big crowd. So, but I'm confident that this is going to be a well attended. Like I said, we're promoting it. Storm King is promoting it. They've got their professional New York City PR firm on this. So there are a lot of us that are really on top of making this a huge, huge success. And so with that, if there's anything else, this is your time. If not, we'll let you go, and then I guess I can get back to doing some more planning, because that's all I've been doing in the last few weeks.
Well, that's what your forte is. Well, I'd just like to say thanks to you for having me at this concert, and I'd like to compliment you on all the great work you've done in the city of Newburgh and beyond to bring music to the people that really like it.
I really appreciate that. I do. And so with that being said, thank you so much, Pete. And I really do look forward to working with you many, many more years to come. And I will see you on June 11th, right?
Yes, ma'am. Bright and early, that's right, with my coffee in hand.
bright and early with yeah. Actually, we're actually having a meeting about that. We're going to talk about what that will look like because we're going to provide some some coffee and some nosh to get people started. We'll also we'll be providing you guys with water all day and lunch.
Oh, really?
Well, and so. Oh yeah, we're we you know me, I like to take care of my people, and I know it's going to be a long day for everybody, so we want to make sure that we take good care of our artists.
Well, thank you, Aquanut. I didn't know lunch was included. I'll have to get right on that and inform band members.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna have water at the stage all day for your enjoyment, and then we'll have some lunch. We'll have breakfast and lunch for you as well.
Awesome. Right? Over the top.
Yeah, well, listen, you got to be good to the people that we love. What can I tell you?
I appreciate
all right,
it.
Pete, I will. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you on June 11th. Storm King on.
All right, looking forward to it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to see you next time right here on the Ferry Godmother Radio Show, where we are restoring the magic to life and play.